Good afternoon. Welcome to ZTN News Blitz. Our top stories. Zimbabwe lockdown. Are citizens really at home? Low traffic at Beitbridge border post. Angola records first COVID-19 deaths. Britain's coronavirus slows down. Harare is deserted. Yes, only a few homeless people occupy parts of the city. It appears most people heeded government's call for a lockdown as authorities try to arrest the spread of the deadly coronavirus. Zimbabwe currently has 7 recorded cases and 1 death. ZTN correspondent Takuchi Ambakwe is at Copacabana in the capital and gives us more.
Well, thanks a lot. Let's see you out here at Copacabana. It's usually a place full of activity, with vendors, with the taxi operators, as well as the commuter omnibus operators and money changers also filling up the space. But as you can see right now, we only got activity from people from the city council who are taking opportunity with this lockdown to clean up the space. We're also seeing that the Zutco buses are the only ones operating this afternoon. As you can see, people are taking time to get out onto the buses. So no activity happening. We've taken a couple of rounds in town. We've seen that there's a lot of compliance from people. Many people have adhered to the call by the government to say, let's stay indoors. We'll keep you updated with what's happening in other areas in Harare, but so far it seems as if people in Harare are complying with the 21-day lockdown. Back to you guys in the studio.
Robert Mukondiwa is assessing the situation along Samora Machel Avenue.
This is the famed iconic Samora Machel Avenue in Harare, Zimbabwe. A road so famous that even the great legend Oliver Mtukudzi sang a song about it. But today is one of its least busiest days. In my shadow is the Mkapa building, the office of the president. And yet even it is at its least busiest because lockdown has really come to Harare. Save for a few cars that are going up and down, this indeed is probably the last of the busiest Mondays that this country has seen. And we don't know when this road shall indeed be open because, of course, lockdown is for 21 days, but nobody knows what shall happen beyond those 21 days. Safe to say, today is the first Monday of the least busiest Mondays to come. Robin Kundiwa, ZTN News.
Harare City Health Director Dr. Prosper Chonzi gives an update on the first day of the 21-day lockdown.
We are now worried as Zimbabwe and as Harare because we have now evidence of local transmission of this disease. Before, most of our cases were imported from outside, from New York, from Dubai, and from China. But now, we know there is local transmission because of the last confirmed cases that we had. This is a case where one parent then infected a child and the wife. So now there's evidence of local transmission. If that is not contained, then it means we will definitely be in trouble because now people, even in churches, can now infect each other. That is the reason why this lockdown is extremely important. If, at least for the 21 days that we know, which is the incubation period, I know it's mostly between 5 and 6 days, 14 days WHO, but Zimbabwe say if we can do it for 21 days.
Beitbridge border post, the busiest inland port in the SADC region, has recorded the lowest volume of traffic in years over the past couple of days. This comes after Zimbabwe and South Africa closed the border post to travelers as part of efforts to contain transmission of coronavirus. Movement through the border post has been limited to cargo and essential services. Our Beitbridge bureau reports that today there is very little activity at the border as a result of the measures that the two countries have implemented. Assistant Regional Immigration Officer in charge of Beitbridge, Ngobile Ngube, speaks.
Little or no cases of such. Plus, we have got our own security agencies who are positioned at specific strategic points. where they've been dealing with those incidents. But I can confirm there are very, very few incidents of that nature that have occurred, which implies largely the word has gone out to a large extent and people are complying. We are basically dealing with freight and the agencies that are related with the clearance of freight and nothing else.
Zimbabwe's First Lady Auxilia Mnangagwa says unity and collaboration are key to overcoming the coronavirus pandemic. She spoke to ZTN earlier today.
The problem that has come to us all as Zimbabweans. So we are saying, Zimbabweans, let's join hands and work together. It's a problem that has come to families, to our next door neighbors, to our relatives. So it's a blanket problem that we need everyone to come on board and make sure that we work together.
Angola registered the first 2 deaths caused by COVID-19. The 2 patients both died on Saturday, one being a 59-year-old man who regularly resided in Portugal and returned to Angola on March the 12th, and the other a 37-year-old Angolan man who returned to Angola on March the 13th. So far, Angola has carried out 231 tests of the new coronavirus, 5 of which are positive, in a percentage of 2.16% of the number of samples tested in the country. Now, the UK's coronavirus outbreak looks to be slowing down because of the government's unprecedented decision to put Britain in lockdown. Professor Neil Ferguson claims to have detected early signs that the spread of the life-threatening infection was being curbed by the draconian measure, with the rate of increase in hospital admissions easing. But Professor Ferguson warned that 250,000 Brits could die under a controversial plan to build herd immunity. He also suggested that up to 3% of the UK, around 2 million people, might already have been infected, and say the figure could be as high as 5% in London. Turkey's most capped player, former goalkeeper Rüstü Receba of Barcelona, is critically ill in hospital with coronavirus. The ex-Barcelona and Fenerbahce keeper, aged 46, won 120 caps and was one of the players of the tournament when Turkey reached the 2002 World Cup semi-finals. Rüstü retired in 2012 after a 5-year stint with Besiktas. Meanwhile, Ethiopian athletics legend Haile Gebrselassie has donated nearly $50,000 to a committee set up to fight the spread of coronavirus in his homeland. The COVID-19 National Resource Mobilization Committee was launched last week by Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed in Ethiopia, where there are currently 21 reported cases. That's all we had for you on ZTN News Blitz in this hour. Do join us again at 4 p.m. We have a special program, Diplomatic Passport, and we will be giving you updates on what's happening around the globe, the latest in terms of COVID. My name is Blessing Munatsi. It has been an absolute pleasure.